So this is like one of the main central hall. All like the racing and performance parts. This is where everybody wants to be. But I'm trying to go over to the AEM intakes booth and look at Chris Forsberg's Wagon 510. So yeah, this is it. We found Chris Forsberg's wife's Wagon 510. This thing's crazy. You got the Mazworks SR, and I don't know, it's just crazy clean. They got it pretty much done in like 2 weeks. So Chris, can you tell me a little bit about this thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a 1972 Datsun 510 wagon that I built as a follow-up to my 75 280Z that we displayed here last year with AEM intakes. But this car is actually from my wife because she loves wagons. She's had one ever since I met her. And so we took this car all the way down to the frame and I rebuilt it from the ground up, looking for safety and reliability as the key ingredients. So we did a full new suspension, totally adjustable so I can get the alignments just right. We did disc brakes all around. We did a brand new built SR20 from Mazworks, so we're going to have a car that starts every single time and not dealing with old carburetors. It's actually an automatic transmission, so we can cruise this thing down the street and drink a coffee and not have hand shuffling around. And then we also did a couple of little bits like add air conditioning, add GPS, so that this thing is just like as modern as a classic car can get.
Yeah, so I watched this thing last year on the Drift Garage, and it was like a super basic oh, we're just getting a quick driver for my wife.
Yeah.
Why did it turn into this?
Well, because it started at that, and there were still a couple more things I wanted to do. The main thing I wanted to do was an engine swap to have it be, a car that wasn't carbureted. Like I was already fighting it with, starter fluid and things like that to get it going. And I'm like, we really got to just do a full EFI swap. And so an SR fits really well. I like to keep all my Nissans with Nissan engines, and so we went with the SR. It's a good fit, and if I'm going to do an SR, it's obviously a very common swap for these engines, so I wanted to make sure we did it right. And so we put a lot of time and effort into making it what I would like to say one of the best SR swapped Datsuns ever made. So that was kind of the goal. If you're going to do something that other people have done, try and do it better.
Yeah, and you went down that slippery slope of if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right.
Yep. So yeah, we kind of got in over our heads, but in the end, I think that it is a very awesome car that looks cool, keeps the classic lines, has the reliability we're looking for, so we can enjoy it on the street.
Yeah, this engine bay is super, super clean.
Yeah, thank you.
It just looks like everything was meant, I don't know, it's like an artist, because it all has to work together, and be aesthetically pleasing and work well together.
Yep.
And what is this front end on here?
So the front end is the Haku front end from the early GTRs. So it keeps the the boxiness and the quad lights of the 510, but it adds a little more of an aggressive look. The big lip spoiler, kind of like a pull from the BRE. So we pulled a lot of different elements together to give it a different look, but not a modern look. Keeping with those classic lines. And then we went with the box style flares, which really hold the body lines. It fits the wagon really well.
And what are these flares on there?
The flares and the front end is all done by Carbon Signal, the same guys I worked with last year.
On the 280?
The G-nose on my 280Z. So same thing, just like a different look and a different take, so it's not just another bolt-on flare and front end.
Yeah, that's definitely sweet.
And then the rear wheels are pretty impressive. The front wheels are the deepest wheels that SSR makes for the MK3. It's about a 3-inch lip, and that was not going to be enough for the rear. So what we actually did was we cut these wheels apart into the 3 pieces, and we actually remachined them and turned them inside out. Wow. So now we have a 5 to 6 inch dish on a 7.5 inch wheel.
That's crazy. And what did you guys end up doing on the interior? So is it an automatic?
Yeah, this car's actually automatic.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Like I said, like a nice daily street cruiser. So I'm not going to be taking this thing to the track. It will still rip burnouts, and we can have a good time. But
it's not. So. It's definitely not a drift car. Does it have AC?
Yeah. So we added. We added air conditioning. We added a GPS unit, and some gauges. The gauges are similar font face to the factory, so it still has like the look and feel of the classic 510, but it does have obviously modern, accurate digital gauges.
Wow. And then what is the rear suspension on here?
So the rear suspension is the first make of a prototype 4-link kit. So it's made with we worked with Techno Toy Tuning, so it's the first 4-link kit that they've ever made for this car. So it's actually the same thing like everything else. We got coilovers, adjustable shocks, adjustable panhard arm, 4-link arms, so we can get the alignments that we're looking for.
That's awesome. And so basically,
the box flares are this is some of the stuff that took some time to work in.
Oh wow.
Getting the actual clearance and everything else. Doing a wide body on a 4-door is very difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
So we spent a lot of time on that.
So basically, this car a month ago, what it looked like?
A month ago, it was more like 4 days ago. It was a complete shell, inside and out. No body was on it. No interior was in it. No engine was in it. But it's one of those things where, as you know, the deadline approaches, all the pieces start falling together.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of just working on one corner at a time, and you don't want to put any of the nice shiny new bits on until the very last minute, so you don't mess them up. So yeah, as of last Friday, this thing had no body, no motor, no interior.
And you guys picked up the hood and the fender, basically, or the hood.
Yesterday.
Yeah, on the way here. But
so, yeah, we hit the body shop on the way here because they had to respray the underneath of the hood, so it all looks nice when it's popped. The front lip spoilers had to get resprayed, and yeah, that was it. Bolted it all on, and we're good to go.
Well, sweet. And where can we find like your build version of this, or when will that be coming out?
This will be. Wait, what do you mean? The videos?
Like the videos and stuff.
Yeah. So if you go to Black Magic Car Care, they have.
So my battery died, but Chris is over there signing some autographs.
Yeah, really like those gauges too. The GPS, auto, seats. He has a whole new weather stripping and stuff around it. Just like super crazy attention to detail on this whole thing. Like the piping, the turbo, nice little V-bend exhaust housing. It's nuts. AC, look at that. They got an AC condenser stuffed in there. I don't know how they did that. That's crazy. But my camera died basically right there at the very end. But basically, you guys could follow their build on this thing. They're doing the donut media stuff. Black Magic was also doing like the quick little 1-minute clips. And I've been following Chris on Instagram for years, so I knew that they were doing this crazy SEMA crunch right at the end. But yeah, he got busy real quick, and you know, after the battery died. But yeah, this thing nuts.